how to set up business email with Gmail and change MX records. In this video session, I'm going to share with you insights in terms of how you can set up your G Suite Gmail account to be receiving the emails sent to your domain. Let's imagine this is my domain, and now I want to receive the email sent to this through my Gmail account. How do we do this? How do we change the MX records? It is straightforward, and you will see this. You can visit the help section, and basically it's telling us, you know what? We need to change MX records. MX records are mail exchange records. That means, let's say you have a business set up, you have web hosting account, great. If not, no problems, because you can actually change the domain settings, and I'll show you that as well. Someone sends an email at this server, emails received, and then my inbox receives the email. But when we change the MX records, what we're saying, when the email is sent, don't handle it web server. Instead, this mail exchange should handle where that email is sent and received and so on, okay? So therefore, if you're not sure as to how you can change the MX records or some things are not working, let's see what we need to change. On DreamHost, if you're using DreamHost, you got the custom MX records for your domain, and then simply populate custom MX records by placing these details. With DreamHost, you don't need to set priority settings. All that is handled automatically. And with DreamHost, you can actually continue receiving a copy of that email on your webmail account, okay? So that's DreamHost option. Basically, you're changing the MX records to match these ones here. What if you're not using DreamHost? Let's imagine you're using Crazy Domains, and I'm actually looking at the domain name manager. Remember that, domain name manager, not web hosting manager. Because through this option, I can find DNS settings, press on this for Crazy Domains, and select Add Record. Here I can select MX record and press on Add. Then all I need to do is just grab this and paste it in there. The priority here will be 1 for this example. Let's press Update so I show you. The next one, for this one, it's saying priority 5. Now, if you do have options for priority settings, do use them. So let's add another record. And with this one, let's change the priority to 5. And then you continue doing that up to here. Okay, so that's the domain option. I'd like to delete them because that's for test purposes. And let's delete that. Now let's imagine you're using GoDaddy. Then your domain manager gives you option to change DNS management, as in change settings here. That means you will need to locate the MX here. But remember, if you're using GoDaddy and you're manipulating things here, for G Suite and Gmail to work correctly, it's telling you to delete these records. So therefore, your domain will not be receiving emails through your GoDaddy account in this example, but rather Google servers will handle that. That means if you're seeing anything here, it's smart for you to write things down before you delete them. Okay, so what you need to do is delete the MX record and then add new one. Let's press add. Here we select the type, which will be MX. The host will be these again. Well, actually, no, the host you leave empty. Priority in this example will be 1. Time to live is, let's grab that. Time to live is custom, and that is in seconds. Okay. So here in this example, we can add @ and then we save changes, and we continue doing that, as in adding more MX records pointing to different Google MX servers, all while changing the priority as shown in the help section. Once again, for this to work correctly, G Suite suggests to you to remove the current MX records, or else things will not work correctly. Okay, so if you run into any problems and so on, just make sure that you do not have things pointing to different servers, but rather all the MX records related to your business domain points to Google Gmail servers. Now, once you follow these tips and insights, then what will happen is, I've created a test email because I want to send this now. Let me press send. That's sent. Now let me go and check my Gmail account, press on inbox, and now be careful with it contains, yes, I ignore, I trust this message. That was a test message. That means now any email sent to my domain is received at Google Mail servers. I thank you very much for learning with me. And once again, if you run into any issues, problems, and so on, comment on this video and we'll get things sorted out easily and no problems, okay? And I am wishing your business greatest possible success on internet. Once again, thank you very much for learning with Rankia.